Now you're going to make sure you grab these safety glasses, and you'll notice they're numbered, that belong to your station. So when it's your turn, if you're in station 1, you're going to come up, grab station 1 safety glasses, put them on. Now as you come to the back, you're going to notice that there's hearing protection up on the wall. As we're working, there's going to be times where it's noisy. If you decide you need them, you're more than welcome to grab them at any time. Now as you come back into the back shop, you'll notice the shop is nice and clean and organized. There's a traffic flow to the room. You're going to come in, and if you're going to the drill presses, the tables kind of help set up where you have lines for waiting to use things. So when I go to the drill presses, I'm going to come in between the tables over at drill press number 1, drill press number 2, drill press number 3 if I'm depending on which one I'm using, and you'll wait in line back here while the group ahead of you is going.
Now, with the drill presses, there's 3 of them back here, and they're labeled number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, your instructor may point out which ones he wants you to use or she wants you to use, but right now, I'm going to demonstrate on drill press number 1. Now, the piece that I'm going to be drilling, and we'll zoom in on it when we go to do this, is the clock face. I'm going to be drilling a hole all the way through here, and then I'm going to be doing or using drill press number 3 to drill a countersink. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have a hole that goes all the way through, and then it's going to have a little bit bigger recess on the top. Now to do this, if I have a partner, I'm going to come up to the drill press, and the partner's going to hold this to the long side. And you'll notice when we go to the other drill presses, there's plenty of room for 2 people to fit in each drill press. Now when it comes to lining it up, I put the long side to the left because if I lose my grip, it's going to spin and hit that hole, which keeps me safe. Now, things like my lanyard, remember, we want to take off. If you want, you can put things like that in your bin. If you don't think they're going to be safe, give them to your instructor. But you want to get rid of anything that's long and loose, dangling, right? Hairs tied back, things like that, because you don't want long hair falling in here getting caught. So, I'm going to put the long side to the left. If I'm drilling all by myself, I'm going to hold firmly with the left hand, and I'm going to drill down with the right. Now you can line up that bit with that center mark. There's also a laser on here, and I'm going to point this out by zooming in. Okay? So we're going to come in to the bandsaw, zooming in so we can see what I'm talking about here. So once again, right up here is the little laser light that I can turn on or off. Here is my on or off switch that turns the drill press on and off. Remember, we always turn it off before we walk away. Now we're going to be focusing on drilling that exit you see right there down there on the center. If I turn the laser on, you're going to see it makes a little V right back here, and it points right at that center mark that I made. So I can use that to help line that up, and then I'm going to hold this down, or I'm going to have my partner hold it, but I'm going to use a strong left hand, and I'm going to drill down until it stops, just like the safety video taught us. So I go ahead, I drill all the way down. You'll feel it kind of break through the back of your clock face. All right, make that little pitch. I come all the way back up. Now, I'm going to turn the drill press off before I walk away. Now, I want to point out a couple of other things. There's a whole bunch of sawdust right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that sawdust and I'm going to walk back here to the trash can, and I'm going to put that in the trash can. Then I'm going to go ahead and come back to my drill press, and if I made a mess, down below at each drill press and each bandsaw is a dustpan. So one of the other things I can do after my partner and I are done drilling is I go back to the tabletop, I make sure I turn off the laser, and if there's any dust or crumbs, I can come in and I can clean that up with the dustpan, once again taking that to the trash can. Now, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drill the second hole. Drill press number 3 is for drilling the countersink. So once again, you're gonna notice we got a number on there. We got our laser light, which marks our center, and we got our on-off switch, just like before. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and line this up, and you're gonna notice I don't have an X anymore, but I got a bit that I can line up. So I'm gonna line that up with the hole. Once again, I hold with a firm, strong left hand, or I have my partner hold it. Now, once again, I'm gonna zoom us in. So I have my on switch, my laser. I'm gonna come down and show you right there. You can see the laser light, and you can see my countersink bit, and it's marked with my center. So I go down, make sure it's hitting it, hold off to the left. Now, this is not gonna go all the way through. It's just gonna go a very shallow depth. So I turn it on, stops, and I go back up.
Do this on both sides.
Now, what you're gonna see is that creates just a shallow little beveled edge.
On both sides.
I know it kind of got a little blurry there, but you can see it right there. It creates a little shallow edge.
On both sides.
Just doing that little tiny recess. Once again, I take this, I walk over to the trash can, I knock off my dust, I go back to my drill press. Once again, there's an empty thing called a dustpan. Right? This one's probably not going to make a huge mess, but if it did, I turn off my laser. I grab my dustpan, right? And I clean up any mess that I make. And once again, I take my dustpan, put that in the trash, and then I hang it up down below. And you'll notice there's a little screw. Hang my dustpan up down below. That's all there is for drilling the clock face. All right, so I'm gonna have that all drilled and ready to go. Once I've done this part, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna watch the video, and I'm gonna learn how to make my cuts.